Hey everybody, this is Gus from Askewed Reviews, and I'm doing a new episode of Creature Madness. So here's what Creature Madness is. My buddy Matthew over at Horror Madness decided to create this little movie club, invited a few people, and what we do is we all watch the same movie, and it always has to be a creature feature, and then we each do our own review on the film. So the movie that we reviewed today was the 2014 film Animal, directed by Brett Simmons. So, first things first, I want to apologize to everyone else in the group because this movie was my suggestion. It had been on my watch list for a while, so I hadn't actually seen it before and thought, hey, this looked kind of cool. Now, I won't say this is the worst movie or anything like that, but definitely it's not a great movie. So, here's the concept. We have a group of friends that are going to go hiking in the woods, as pretty soon the actual woods that they're hiking in are going to be deforested, taken out, and of course, new stuff is going to be put in its place. Now, they're hiking for a bit too long and it becomes nighttime, and they're trying to figure out their way back. Unfortunately, on the way back, they end up running into an animal, or at least what they're calling an animal in this film. So then they all go running for their lives as they eventually get to this cabin that's kind of in the middle of nowhere, where some other people who have also been chased by this animal are hiding out. So now both groups are trying to survive the night together. So now starting off with what I did like about the movie, I thought it had a cool concept, and some of the acting was not bad. I liked some of the characters in the film. But now here's some of the stuff I didn't like. So, I mean, first things first, we have to talk about the creature. This thing basically was a rejected concept, I think, for the movie Feast. I don't actually know that, but that's just what it looks like in my opinion. I don't really think it looked all that scary or even that believable. Now, I have seen worse creatures though, so this definitely is not the absolute worst thing I've seen on screen for a monster, but it's definitely nowhere near being the best. Next up, like I said, I liked some of the acting performances, but a good majority of them are not really great, and there's barely any connections with the other characters, or at least they don't seem to keep any connections or care that much about each other, at least from what the acting seems to tell. Now, would I recommend watching this film? Sure. At least giving it one watch, I wouldn't have an issue with that. I probably won't rewatch this movie again, so, because of these reasons, I'm going to give this movie a 2 out of 5. Here's the part of Creature Madness where I do a tale of the tape, where I give information about the creature that appears in the film. And unfortunately, there's not much to say about this because they don't really reveal anything. Not where it came from, not why it's there, not what it's trying to do. It's really not much to go on. So, the most I can say is it seems to be somewhat humanoid. It's about the height of an average to maybe somewhat above average person. It might have some superior strength. I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, in general, not much else is really known about this thing. So I hope you enjoyed my episode of Creature Madness. And I totally forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but here's all the other members of the club aside from myself and Matthew. We also have Ryan, Jen, Ashley, Amariah, and Bambi. And if you do want to check out everyone else's videos, which I absolutely recommend doing so, just look up the hashtag Creature Madness.